What's up, guys? Can you hear me now, guys? What's up? Yeah, I'm late. I mean, I just finished watching Dynamite. So I moved it. Red, I moved it because of Dynamite. Okay, I moved it because of Dynamite. That's why I moved it a little bit. To cash any Dynamite. That's the reason I moved it. I I believe I'm gonna go. I believe I'm going solo tonight. Okay, let you all know. Welcome. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, please. But yeah, I went solo. I think I'm going solo tonight. Depends if Blind decides to come on. But yeah, all right, man. Welcome. I hope you're all doing good. Another John Campea video. Oh yeah, I saw that, Red. Woo! What a good looker, huh? What a looker, Red. All right, man. Yeah, all right. Hey guys. Yeah. So yeah, once again, we're doing another John Campea video. I don't think it's to be as. It's actually a pretty long video. It's like 18 minutes. This video. But you bought her. You bought her that. You bought it. Were you her sugar daddy? I'm kidding. I'm kidding about the sugar daddy stuff. All right. So anybody as well, if you're here in the chat, come say hello, please. Really would appreciate it. Uh, all right. So what's the basis of this John Campea video? Well, it's about him and his crew talking about who from the Marvel Universe, from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, as he's done for Disney, for Marvel Studios, him talking about who he's been teasing, possibly more Guardians of the Galaxy cast teasing joining him in the DCU. Now we already know a couple already have made the jump, right, to the DCU. We know Sean Gunn is going to be Maxwell Lord. If you haven't been paying attention, yep, he's going to be Maxwell Lord. And we know Nathan Fillion is in it as can be as what's Guy Gardner's Green Lantern. Sorry, I was blanking on that for a second. We know his wife Jennifer Holland is in it as Hardcore from the Peacemaker show. We know that that's a fact. Okay. Also, I believe that's it. Off the top of my head, that's in the DCU, also in the MCU. I believe that's off the top of my head as of right now. There could be more. If there's any I did not mention, please put in the comments below. Please say hello. It'd be really, really appreciated. And yeah, thanks. All right, so yeah, it's about 18 minutes long. Yeah, 18 minutes long. This video, 18 minutes long. So bear with me. Make sure you like the video, smash the like button. So let's get it up. I'm not sure if Blind is gonna join. Okay, we're gonna change this. Not exactly the best. The best. All right. So make sure to give a like. 18 minutes long. All right. Maybe I'll get rid of the banner for you guys to see. Oh, maybe it's not important at all. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long this stream's going to be. We're going to do another stream tomorrow, but it's not going to be a detracting stream like Campea or Grace or anything like that. It's going to be more of a discussion stream, a fun stream, where I'll be talking about the Batman 2, the Batman 2. If you like the Batman, all right. Now everybody, like, come on, chat, people, chat. So let's get. I mean, yeah, yesterday was funny with this guy, especially especially the beginning of the video that we did. That was interesting, because he's fun, and you're not covering John Campea. I'm covering John Campea. Because he talks entertainment, and I like talking entertainment. He looks like a math teacher. He looks like a librarian. All right, 18 minutes long, and let's see what he has to say about this. James Gunn teases more Guardians cast to join the DCU. Let's go.
A number of times we've talked about on the show that we could be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy cast members coming on over and joining the DCU as well. The latest kind of hint just came in an interview, or not an interview, but an interaction he was having on social media. So Deadline headlines.
Interaction. Blinded. I don't know if you're in the chat. I know you said you may not come on because you're busy. But if you want to come on, if you're watching, if you want to come on, I'll send you. He's not working a Collider, Fred. But if you want to come on, Blinded, send me just tell me, and I'll send you something. All right. Let's get back to this. This is a deadline, so it's not from some tabloid, some scummy tabloid.
James Gunn hints more Guardians of the Galaxy stars will soon join the DCU. So what happened was somebody on social media asked him, if you had a chance to cast any of the Guardians of the Galaxy...
By the way, he's very active on social media. Now, not on X as much as he once was, but if you go to this, if you have Threads, he's very active on Threads. So if you want to ask him a question about something, related to the DCU, whatever, there's a good chance he may answer. He may answer you because he's very active. He's very good at interacting on Threads. So that's where you can kind of interact with them.
Stars in the DC universe. Who would you cast them as? A fan asked him on Threads, to which James Gunn responded, well, that would be a spoiler, wouldn't it? And again,
I think I mentioned that. Something similar to that on a stream last week, maybe? I'm not exactly sure where I mentioned this before, but yeah, I think I mentioned this stream last week. Not exactly sure which stream it was. It could have been Friday's stream. I did do a DC stream last week, right? I'm not sure which one it was. Was it Friday? It wasn't Saturday. Because Saturday I did as in Eric July. I know that. Because that was what I'd be before and during Gathering Geeks. It wasn't Sunday. So it could have been Friday or Thursday. One of those days. So this is kind of him.
On its own.
This is kind of him kind of confirming that, yeah, one of the big Guardian Galaxy stars made a jump. Now, obviously, it's Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, and also Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel, who do the mocap and the voice for Groot and Rocket Raccoon.
On its own, that statement would not necessarily mean anything.
Right.
But it's just the latest he's been dropping little hints and teases all the time about the idea that some of his Guardians of the Galaxy cast may come and join the DCU as well. And
this picture is from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because Kurt Russell, remember, he's the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2. So yeah, that's Kurt Russell right in the middle. And there's some crazy beliefs out there that Kurt Russell may play the Jor-El, Superman's Kryptonian birth father, right? Actual father, Krypton.
Hell of a cast it is. So I thought it would be fun for a second.
Also, he's going to
play a game. For us to run down some of these cast members.
Playing a game.
And what we think the chances are of those particular cast members joining the D.
All right, guys, if you're still in the chat, we're going to play this game too. So each cast member he puts down, he goes through the list. I want you to say yay or nay, or yes or no, disagree or agree with them. Agree or disagree with them. If you think these specific cast members from the Guardians of the Galaxies are going to jump to the DCU. So, yeah, we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game on here. So, yes or no, okay? Okay. I had to do a cough. I had to cough first. Now we're going to play the game. We're going to play the game.
DCU. Mm-hmm. Let's start off with an obvious one.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Sean Gunn.
Well, this should be disqualified from the game. Sean Gunn is in the DCU. Maxwell Lord. He's gonna be Maxwell Lord.
Kraglin, he of course did he was the on-set Rocket Raccoon, and then Bradley Cooper would do the voice later. But Kraglin was in Sean Gunn was in the suit.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn. We're not gonna play with the game of Sean Gunn because Sean Gunn is confirmed to be in the DCU as Maxwell Lord, so he doesn't count. Okay, he doesn't count for this game. We know he's in it.
And you know what? He's a great actor in his own right. I remember my wife Ann used to love watching him in
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. She loved watching him in that. He was a great character as Kraglin, and he's James Gunn's brother.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he's going to play Aquaman or anything like that. But
yeah, well, maybe Street thing. We'll get to that. Yes, he's not the werewolf. He's what's he called? Shit, Weasel. Yeah, he's the Weasel. Yeah, not a werewolf, Weasel.
But he'll show up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's already been mentioned. He's going to be in Superman, right?
Right.
No, I did not say he was going to be a Superman, but they did say he's in the DCU. He is Maxwell Lord.
You know what else? I think just like in Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's obvious. It's gonna be
the way he was Kraglin on screen.
Really? So Scotland, right? Wow. But Kieran Gillen is Scottish, right? If I'm correct.
Screen, and you see him, but he also does Weasel.
Yeah, he does mocap.
Yeah, he does the mocap stuff and things like that. But I think not only,
but he's not going to be mocap as Maxwell Lord. Also, he already is in the DCU. He's voicing Rizzo in the Creatures Commandos. Remember, Rizzo's back in Creatures Commandos, so he's coming back already. Ready, Creatures Commando. So yeah, whatever. Oh, nice Street thing. You're in Canada? Me too, man. Me too.
Not only will we see him in Superman, we're also going to see him do other things there as well. Because again, he's already Weasel, and I think he'll be even more things as time goes on. So obviously getting the big obvious one out of the way since he's already cast in there, Sean Gunn. All right. Next one up is interesting.
All right.
Karen Gillan. I love her as Nebula. And I love, in a movie that had big, huge personalities, in those Jumanji movies,
right?
We got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black. She really stood out. And she even had that little action film. What was it called? Like Gun Milkshake or Bazooka Gun Movie?
I think she's going to go. I think she's going to go to DC for sure.
whatever it was called.
Vanilla or something like
Yeah,
that. Milkshake.
Not a great movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not a great movie at all. But she was great in it. She was really, really good in it.
So yeah, I think Street Thing thinks she's going to be in it. Shut up, Red. I think she's going to be in it. Red, what do you think? She's going to be a DCU? You think she's going to make the turn, go from WWE to AEW or AEW to WWE, whatever, however you want to compare it? You think she's going to make she's going to go? Red?
I think she could very easily fit. Oh, DA in the live chat. Gunpowder Milkshake. Gunpowder Milkshake was named it. Again, not a very good movie overall.
No, it's not a good movie.
It was fun, and she was wonderful in it. I think she could easily fit into the DCU. Whether she would be like a huntress, or hell, I could even see her as a Catwoman sort of thing. I'm not saying she's going to do that now.
I don't think she'd be a huntress. I don't think she fits huntress or Catwoman. Look, Campea. Look at her. The perfect character for Kelly Gillian in the DCU is obviously Barbara Gordon. She's the epitome of Barbara Gordon. She's Batgirl. Look, she's Batgirl. Yeah, we saved the Marvel Universe. Look, she's Batgirl. It's right there. It's right there. She's an older Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Like, look at that. I know she's in her 30s, so she probably won't be Batgirl because it'll be awkward. But look at her. Like, she's perfect for that role. if she's in Batman stuff, she's the most obvious Barbara Gordon. Okay? She's the most obvious Barbara Gordon. Obviously, she has the red hair, and some people say Poison Ivy. I don't know. Could she play that seduction role? Could she be a seduction? Could she play like the female fatale role? But like, she's perfect for Batgirl. Perfect for Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Look at that. She already has a face. She has the red hair. She knows and she already has done a couple stuff in Gunpowder Milkshake and also as Nebula, right? Action stuff. So she's Batgirl. She's Batgirl. Okay? This is perfect.
I think she could easily fit into the DCU.
Not Catwoman.
Whether she would be Catwoman, like a huntress, or hell, I could even see her as a Catwoman sort of thing. I'm not saying she's going to do that. Now, I don't think the possibility and the chances of her joining are as high as the other cast members.
I do think so. She could do an American accent too.
So I'll say it's unlikely, but if she did,
I'll say it's likely. I think she's willing to. I think she said she's willing to do DC. She's willing to do DC. As long as James Gunn's there, she's willing to do DC. So I think she'll do it. I think if James Gunn offers a role in the DCU that she likes, I think she's willing to do it. I think she'll do it. I really think she'll do it. Oh my God, I've read. Okay. But I think she'll do it. I think she's perfect. Oh, really? She sounds like your granny just like in interviews? Don't worry about that street thing. Don't worry about that. But yeah, she's perfect for Batgirl, man. Jeez. Come on.
I could see a lot of places that she could fit
Play
in.
Lana.
What's that?
Lana. Superman's original.
Yeah, maybe. Although I don't know.
What a wasted role. Lana? I don't know what Zoggle is. I don't know what that is either. What a wasted role, man. No. She's Batgirl. What, Lana Lang? Are you kidding me? 'Cause Lana Lang is Batgirl. She's Batgirl. She's perfect. Oh my God, I've read. Okay. But I think she'll do it. I think she's willing to. I think she's willing to do it. I think she's perfect. Oh, really? She sounds like your granny just like in interviews? Don't worry about that street thing. Don't worry about that. But yeah, she's perfect for Batgirl, man. Jeez. Come on. I don't know what that is either.
gonna do Lana
Mhm.
in this thing. 'Cause, I mean, he's already in Metropolis.
Are you kidding me? Lana Lang?
He's already with
Yeah.
Lois Lane. But I mean, there's a lot of members of the Bat family that she could play. So a lot of possibilities there. All right. Next one. Somebody who's worked with James Gunn for years and years.
I'm your daddy, boy.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Well, he might already be in a way in the DCU. In DCU, if the Suicide Squad is canon to that universe. So he might be in it already.
Yondu.
He might be in it. He might be in it.
Listen, I will go so far as to say, not as certain as Sean Gunn, because Sean Gunn's already in it. It's 100%.
The cast laws.
Michael Rooker and James Gunn, he just works on almost every project.
He already worked with them. He already worked with them in the Suicide Squad. So if that's canon to the DCU, oh really? Yeah, that's canon to. Yeah, he was what's the guy's name? Was it not Javelin? What was the guy's name? Who's that villain he played that died right at the beginning? Who was that villain? I forget what the villain he played. I forgot who he played. The villain, but remember he died in the Suicide Squad at the beginning, right? With all those other Suicide Squad members. I forget who the villain he played, but yeah, he was in it. That might not be canon to the new DCU, but if it's not, yeah, I can see him playing a different role in the DCU for sure.
James Gunn works on
Michael Walker does a lot of things, so I can see that.
Some degree or another. And you know what? I mean, he can't. They've already cast it. Damn, he would have made a good Perry White. I think he would have made a...
No, he would not be Perry White, man. He doesn't look like Perry White. No.
Great Perry White.
Oh, yeah.
No, he doesn't look like Perry White. No.
But there's a lot of other characters he could play as well. Just the relation... Again, I'm not necessarily thinking he's going to pop up in Brave and the Bold or in a movie in the next 2 to 3 years, but at some point, Michael Rooker will be in the DCU because it's James Gunn and they absolutely love working together. And somebody last year reminded me he was in the Suicide Squad movie already.
Yes.
Right, which was technically not part of the DCU
Right.
per se, but I mean, they'll find a place for him. They'll 100% find a place for him.
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's a good chance he'll join the DCU. Yeah.
Go on to the next one here. Next person up.
Big Daddy Pratt.
The Big Daddy Pratt.
Yeah, she probably has a role. Chris Pratt, yeah, I think he's going. But I still think he's still with Marvel though. So that might handcuff some things. He's still with Marvel. And I don't know if he's willing to be tied down to 2 franchises. Okay? Because we know Star-Lord is not done in the MCU, right? So maybe some of the other characters from the Guardians are done, but we know he's not done. But Chris Pratt, so to me, it depends on the role. Does he want to be tied down? Oh, maybe DeGrasse. Does he want to be tied down to 2 franchises? Like, to me, it really depends. Because he's really tied down to Marvel. Star-Lord's like, I don't know how long he has a Star-Lord, but does he really the new Huntress? Well, that'd be cool. But I don't know if Chris Pratt's willing to be tied down to Marvel and DC. Maybe Chris Pratt could play a character that has a bit of a smaller role than a Star-Lord character. I don't know, man. I don't know, like, I don't think it's going to be Booster Gold. I think Booster Gold is yeah, he'll probably come back for Secret Wars. Booster Gold, I think what the rumor is about Booster Gold's casting, I think it'll be true. Don't think it'll be Booster Gold. Chris Pratt. I don't know who could be in DC. Like everybody said Booster Gold, but I think that's out the window now. Who in DC? I don't know. Could he put on a goatee and I don't know, Green Arrow? I don't know. Could he have the charm of Oliver Queen? Could he put on a goatee, classic Green Arrow goatee, and have the charm like Oliver Queen Green Arrow? Can he be like that? Can he be like that? Is he willing to be on the? Is he willing to be something like that? Tough call. It is. It is. It just depends on really his commitment to Marvel, right? Because if he does, like Green Arrow is not going to be a small role, man. In the DCU, Green Arrow is not a small role. Okay, Green Arrow is a pretty big role, actually. I don't know. Maybe Adam. I don't know. It's a good thing, but I want to see what he says.
Chris Pratt. Now, you guys remember about 2 weeks ago, we covered a story where Chris Pratt actually directly answered a question about, would you join the DCU?
Yeah, he said yeah.
And he said, absolutely. He said, the right role for me. I love working with James.
Yeah.
And obviously they have a very, very tight relationship. He said, I would absolutely do it. It seems to me like a bit of a no-brainer. Now, some people might pull out the facts like, wait a minute, John. The end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 said Star-Lord will return.
Star-Lord will return.
So he's still going to be doing Marvel movies.
Oh, well.
Oh, really Degrassi? I'm just picturing a good role for Chris Pratt that's not Booster Gold. I think Green Arrow, and you said this a couple times when we talked about. Remember, about a couple months ago, me and Blind were looking over a John Campea video about the the five best actors. Was it for Booster Gold or Green Lantern? One of them, and you suggested they're not going to waste some of the star power of Chris Pratt on something like Booster Gold. Well, Green Arrow is a bigger star. It has bigger star power than Booster Gold, right? Right? Green Arrow has bigger star power than Booster Gold, right? So Green Arrow might be a better choice for somebody like Chris Pratt. I just haven't seen any other roles. The movies that I saw with, and he's trying to be an action star. And the thing is, a lot of people think Chris Pratt is purely comedy, but he has done some movies and shows where he is not purely just comedy, and he's done some serious. Can he do the charm? Can he mix the charm and the likability with Green Arrow, Oliver Queen? And the thing, I know Oliver Queen might be a controversial character because I know there's a lot of people you know I'm talking about that don't like Green Arrow's politics, right? Don't like his politics. Yeah, I think it'd be a great Green Arrow. I think they cast a new Black Canary too. You think they'll cast a new Black Canary? It's not going to be, what's her name, Jury Smollett?
Well, yes, but guys, people always forget this. This is the movies. This isn't professional sports.
And the studio system's over.
Yeah, it's not like Shohei Ohtani. Well, wait a minute. Shohei Ohtani can't go and bat for the Yankees next week. He's on the LA Dodgers.
Yeah. Of
course. But that's not how it works in movies.
That's true. I mean, it is not sports like that. That's right. I mean, some people don't understand that. Some people think if you work for Marvel, you can't do any other movies. No, that's not how it works. If you're an actor, you're an independent contractor.
Just because Chris Pratt is doing MCU films does not preclude him from working with any other studio doing any other movie whenever he wants, as long as his schedule's open. And his schedule is pretty full. A lot of people have mentioned a possibility of a Booster Gold.
That's like the go-to for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that to me seems like the no-brainer one. But there's also
I don't think it's a no-brainer, man. I don't think it's a no-brainer, Booster Gold. I mean, I think that's already been, but it's not a win loss more. When I think it's not confirmed, but I think it's obvious that Kumali Najani, if I'm saying it right, is our Booster Gold. It's not official. Just right in the right time to announce him as our Booster Gold. I think that's Red. No, you only work for one person, and his name is Mariah May. But I think like Green Arrow is a bigger role in Booster Gold.
a lot of other different roles he could play. Again, G-Man in the live chat, Plastic Man.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They got to get somebody good for Plastic Man. Although Chris Carr has
Why does Green Arrow always get so overlooked? Tell me, why does Green Arrow always get so overlooked? Like, seriously. Look, I'm not the biggest Green Arrow fan, but I recognize he has a lot of fans and he's popular. And seriously,
a great pick for Plastic Man.
guys, it's been 5 years since Arrow has ended, man. It's time to move on. I think it's time to move on. It's been 5 years. We could move on to a new Arrow era, all right? It's been 5 years since Green Arrow ended, okay? 5 years.
Voice of Sonic. John Ralphio.
You serve? Who? Pratt? Who might play the Joker? I don't know.
Ben Schwartz. Not Jason Schwartz. Ben Schwartz, you're right.
Schwartz, yeah.
She likes Ben Schwartz. I kind of like Chris Pratt, but I go there's a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance that Chris Pratt ends up being
Blinded. I know Red likes Blinded, who's usually on my streams. Co-hosting with me. He's kind of like my co-host now, right? He's not on tonight, but he thinks the most likely out of this joining the Guardians of the Galaxy cast is going to be Chris Pratt. He really thinks it's going to be Chris Pratt. He has the most confidence in who's going to make the jump. Okay.
in the DCU. All right. Let's move on to Mantis, shall we? Palm Clemente.
Yeah.
Who's also cooked it up in
100%.
the latest Mission Impossible movie. She was great in that film.
Yeah, she's in it.
And she's also got that new comedy coming out with Dave Bautista where they're trying to kill each other. It's like, oh no, Drax and Nebula are trying to kill each other. Or not Drax and Mantis are trying to kill each other. But again, she is another one that talks all the time about how much she loves, respects, almost idolizes James Gunn.
Yeah.
She's just getting hotter in the business right now, especially with the success she had with Mission Impossible. I think she's going to be really good coming up. Now, a lot of people are throwing out names already in the live chat. Mercy Graves is one I've heard a lot.
I don't think they do Mercy Graves.
Talia Al Ghul would be a neat one.
No, not Talia. She doesn't look anything like Talia Al Ghul. Yeah, she might be the Huntress.
Some people could see her as a Harley. I could totally see her as a Harley Quinn. Lady Shiva.
Okay, Harley Quinn. You gotta be ridiculous if you don't think Margot Robbie is not coming back as Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie is coming back as Harley Quinn. I 95% certain Margot Robbie is going to come back as Harley Quinn. And I don't think Pawn is going to be Harley Quinn. Now, if they base it off like the Batman, the Cape Crusader Harley Quinn, yeah, maybe, but I don't think that's the route they're going to go. because that version is Asian. Is Asian, and Pawn is part Asian. She's not fully. It's like I think she's half French. I think she's Canadian. I think she's born in Canada actually, but I think she's actually but she's French Canadian. I think she lives in France. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but if they're going to the Batman Cape Crusader, sure, Harley Quinn. But I don't think so. I just think Margot's coming back. I don't think Margot's done with as Harley Quinn. I don't. All right.
Huntress. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. I don't see her as Wonder Woman. I see a few people writing in Wonder Woman.
No.
I don't see her as a Wonder.
She is from Montreal. Thank you. But I think she lived most of her life in France, if I'm correct.
Wonder Woman, but there's a lot of different places there. I'll say 30% chance. 30% chance.
She did make a little cameo in the Suicide Squad, if you could notice her. So don't be surprised if she's in it. She makes a jump.
I think we see her pop up in the DCU at some point. All right. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's self
Let's skip this.
off.
Try Old Spice shampoos to achieve thick and healthy looking hair.
Awful Flight movie now. Me and Blinded have been harping for one. Been begging for one.
Let's move on to the guy who maybe loves James Gunn more than anybody else. Dave Bautista. You want to know how much Dave Bautista loves James Gunn? Back when, this is now going back years, but back when James Gunn got fired from Marvel, when like a decade-old tweet came up, Dave Bautista, whereas all the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Bautista
all the
for
cast
sure.
of the Guardians of the Galaxy came out and supported James Gunn, Dave Bautista was the most militant. He was basically F you Disney.
Dave Bautista for sure, but as a one or two movie character, as a villain. Not a major. He's not going to take a major hero. He'll probably be more likely to be a villain. I'm calling now. He'll most likely be a villain. A villain. Bautista more likely to be a villain. One or two movies. That's it. I don't think he'll be a staple like he was as Drax. I think he's maybe one or two movies, and that's it. That's it. Because Dave Bautista's pretty old, man.
I'm done with you. You're not working with James, you're not working with me. Like that sort of attitude. Right? And for a guy who's not exactly an A-lister in the business, that's a ballsy thing to do. That's
I think it's pretty A-list, man. He's been cast a lot of movies. People like him. I think he's an A-lister. Maybe not like the biggest draw as an A-lister, but come on. Hey, Anthony. But I think Bautista will definitely be in one or two DC movies, and that's it. As a villain, I don't think he'll be a hero. As a villain, most likely. I just don't think. And Bautista. Also, the thing that's working for Bautista, afterwards, the main thing that's working for Bautista has always been a comic book fan, so that has that going with, and does like working in James Gunn. So two things work there, and you gotta remember he was offered the role of Peacemaker before he gave it to Cena. Remember that he was supposed to be Peacemaker.
burning some bridges right there. But that's how much he had James Gunn's back. Now, Dave Bautista already made it public. Remember, this was last year, that he wanted to play Bane. But apparently, according to him, that fell through.
Well, looking at the slate, I would say he would make a great Swamp Thing.
Oh, he'd be pretty cool as Swamp.
Why? Why Swamp Thing?
Like
Thing.
looking at the slate, if we're talking about Phase 1, Swamp Thing's listed in that the James Gunn slate.
Yeah, again, I don't know if it's going to take 3, 4, 5 years to get to it, but he could be good in that. But listen, there's a lot. Look, I've said this for a long time. I think Dave Bautista, this is the name I always go to. KG Beast.
KG.
I think Dave Bautista would be a killer KG Beast. Now,
Can you speak Russian? Dave Bautista is off the roids. KG Beast? I don't know. I was thinking something a little bit bigger. Bane is bigger. I don't know. If not, that's something, not Bane. Killer Croc. Killer Croc. And what I mean by Killer Croc, not the fucking disgrace they did in the first Suicide Squad movie in 2016. Not that Killer Croc, but just Killer Croc, man. Just, all right? Make him appear all scaly, whatever. Killer Croc, man. Make him Killer Croc. If not Bane, if not KJ Beast, or whatever, or something, big freaking Killer Croc. Killer Croc. If they ever get to that, if they ever do Killer Croc. All right, and a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on that. I just think with his body type, shape, he could fit definitely Killer Croc too.
there's a lot of different places for him in there too. So this is another one that I think is a coin. Obviously, it won't be as Bane. I think this is a coin toss. I think there's a solid 50-50 chance that we'll see him pop up in the DCU. All right. Zoe Saldana.
Did you say there's a 50-50 chance that Palm is going to end up in the DCU, but you don't think it's going to happen? But you gave the same percentage to Dave Bautista, and you said that's going to happen. You can't have it two ways. You can't give Pawn. You can't say Pawn's. You can't give Pawn a 50-50 chance of appearing in the DCU and say it's not going. You don't think it's going to happen, and then give the same percentage to Dave Bautista and say it's going to happen. It doesn't work like that. I don't think it works like that. Okay, you can't. It doesn't work like that. It kind of contradicts each other.
The queen of the giant franchises. She's big star in not just Guardians.
And Zoe did say she's willing to work with James Gunn in DCU if something came up. She did say that.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, but became a key role player in Infinity War and Endgame. And the biggest franchise in history,
Pirates.
the Avatar franchise, on a per film average basis, that is. She's did her Lioness show recently. She's incredibly hot. Is like in her career right now. And while she's talked recently about maybe wanting to move a bit away from franchises, I think working with James, and if it was the right role, and I'm not sure what.
Well, she won't be able to work away from franchise when they film the rest of Avatar. The rest of Avatar. But I think she did say she's willing to work with James Gunn, and I think she did say she's willing to work in the DCU. The thing about her, she was very similar with her and Bautista. They did not like being in the makeup chair and getting, it'd be there for long hours, putting up, the look like their makeup and all that stuff to make them look like they're Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Now, I said Bautista with Killer Croc. How would they do that? Mocap, or to make him like James Gunn might use more prosthetics, stuff like that, right? But so I think if Zoe's into this cause of DC, I don't know what role she could be. I really don't know. I mean, I gotta stop thinking like Batman, Superman. There's other villains out there, and other heroes out there, right? She could be like I don't know the Supergirl villains. I don't know. I can't think of any other characters for her if she does jump.
That role would be, to be honest with you. Like all the other names we've brought up so far, 3 or 4 character possibilities instantly popped into mind. I'm not quite sure who she could be. I don't have an instant role in my head about who she could instantly jump in and play that role. But again, her relationship with James Gunn is great. She's an incredibly hot place in her career right now. And you can't scoff at the success that she's had, even if you're her. So I'd say, again, around a 30% chance. 30%
Yeah,
chance.
I agree. I think she's the most unlikeliest to join. I really do think so. I think of the Guardians, she's the most unlikeliest to join the uh, the DCU. I think I agree there. Wonder Woman. I don't think so. I don't think she'll be Wonder Woman. I think she's unlikeliest to join. Honestly, I really do. I just don't see it with her. I don't think she'll be the one to. I think of the Guardians, unlikeliest to join.
That she ends up joining the DCU. Last name on the list.
Throughout our history, ordinary people have done
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Now, of course, James Gunn and Bradley Cooper, they did that one interview together like a year ago, which was so much fun to watch them talking to each other. It was totally great. Bradley Cooper is a multi-Oscar nominated dude, all this kind of stuff, and everybody loves him as the voice of Rocket. I will say this one has the lowest chance of happening.
I agree.
Bradley Cooper is...
I agree. Like Bradley, I feel like I kid. I feel like Bradley Cooper. Yes, he does the voice of Rocket, but he just does voice, right? He doesn't do the mocap. I feel like he's not the franchise type of actor. I feel like he's not someone who's willing to tie himself down to a franchise. I feel like he's like out of Zoe Saldana between the two, Bradley Cooper for sure was the least most likely to tie himself to a franchise. Other than if he wants to voice a DC character, I think that's differently. But I think actually acting as a DCU character, I don't think so. Maybe as a one-time villain or a one-time hero or whatever, maybe, but just not somebody who's going to be in a sign up for a couple films or TV roles. I just don't think that's Bradley Cooper at all. I just don't have the sense that he's that type of actor. For voice, maybe Hal Jordan, maybe if he's willing to tie himself down. I just don't have that feeling with him.
Already in that phase of his career where I think he's chasing Oscars. I think he's chasing legacy right now.
Yeah, and he wants to be a director. I mean,
Yeah.
he is a director, but he wants to focus on that.
Yeah. Now that raises an interesting possibility.
Then as soon as I said that,
Chasing Oscars. Chasing Oscars. Here's the thing, though. There's a bunch of Marvel actors that have Oscars. Relax, man. Being in a Marvel movie is not going to hurt your career. Bradley, you're fine, man. You're fine. I think if you're in a DC movie, I don't think you have to worry about chasing an Oscar, man. I think you'll be fine. Honestly. It's really
same thing. I was like, oh, wait.
What if James Gunn were to go to him? Because remember, he is the boss.
Yeah.
And says, Bradley, pick a character that interests you, and you can star in it and direct.
Well, first of all, he could do Maestro. Yeah, I know that's true. First of all, James Gunn is not the boss. I mean, he does run the DCU studios, but he has to go through Zaslav. It's like Eric Bischoff that ran WCW. You think he just ran? He got in contact with the Hulk Hogan through Ric Flair, but you don't think he went through Ted Turner? Ted Turner won Hogan too, but you don't think he went through Ted Turner first? Remember, it's not James Gunn's money they're spending; it's Warner Bros.' money. Comes from ownership.
I think you got something.
Now, of course, he's trying to make things like Maestro.
Yeah.
But maybe
he'll be the Maestro in the MCU. Maybe he'll change up to a villain. Will become the Maestro in the MCU. Maybe he'll be, okay. Maybe he could be the Maestro in the MCU. Yeah, but they probably Degrassi. They probably still have to go to Zaslav for final proof. Don't they have to go to Zaslav for like? Let's say for Zaslav for the check in the contract, right? First, because in sports when you're free agents, right? This team is just in a specific free agent. You have to go through ownership first, right? You have to ask ownership's permission. Well, what's this?
That becomes appealing to him. I still think it's the lowest of all the possibilities.
Do a voice in Creature Commandos as a side thing for just.
Yeah, I mean they've already got their cast, but
they do.
but for other
Yeah, pay attention, Ray. Well, is Willie? That's stupid, man. That's a bad owner. No, sometimes the owners do need to take a step back. Sometimes they do need to take a step back. So I want to say it's just a bad thing. That's a bad thing. But yeah, John, you didn't know that? Ray, you didn't know that Creature Commandos is cast? Ray, Creature Commando comes out in 3 months, man. 3 months. 3 months. Pay attention, Ray. Oh, Degrassi, I know you're busy and stuff, but I'm gonna send you a clip on your DMs, and don't show it with your friends. It's private. About Campea. Oh, it's not that one, huh? Oh, I don't have it. Shit. Oh, I deleted it. Oh, maybe. Okay. I'll send it tomorrow, man. All right, I'll delete it. All right, so.
other things, right? For other things. Maybe he could come in and just do voice work again like he did for that, but
Here, okay. Let me go find it. Shit. I'm sorry. Oh, shit, what did I do?
again, I think this would be the most
gone.
interesting if you could get a
Ah.
Bradley Cooper to join the DCU. That would be huge, even if it letting him direct some stuff, which, by the way, would not be a bad thing at all to let Bradley Cooper direct. But again, I think, Mario in the
Get
live
Ben
chat
Affleck to devote.
gave a great one. Harvey Dent. Bradley Cooper as Harvey Dent. That you do a Two-Face standalone film and
Oh, I can see that for sure. Bradley Cooper as Two-Face. It's Harvey Dent. You know, I could definitely see that. Actually, if I was DC, if I was Matt Reeves, I would snatch up Bradley Cooper as his Harvey Dent. Not DCU's, but Matt Reeves. Or maybe he's already been cast. Like, I was thinking this too. If he's like, I was thinking both possibilities that he might be, maybe he is Harvey Dent in a Joker too, or if he's not, if I was Matt Reeves, I would snatch him up as Harvey Dent. And you know what? Why not a Two-Face series? Harvey Dent Two-Face series based on the Batman stuff. And Bradley Cooper is star. That's Emmy nominated. That's Emmy nominated stuff right there, man. Thank you right there. Okay. Whatever. Oscar Emmy nominee Bradley Cooper has been Emmy nominated for Harvey Dent in the Two-Face series. Whatever. Two-Face series. Too old for Reeves' dad. Oh, he wants somebody younger? But it's not a bad idea, right? Oh. And I wasn't even thinking about Two-Face series until now. Really. Okay? I wasn't thinking about one. Oscar Isaac? Is that like yeah, like what's he gonna do with Marvel, man? What's up in the air with Marvel and Oscar Isaac? I think Oscar Isaac could be a great Harvey Dent. I think he would kill in that role. Fill in that role. I think the Batman universe will be some of the best cinema ever done. And not comic book related at all. Honestly, I really do. I think the Penguin show will show that comic books are just more than just what they're perceived. That these big award shows, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, the Oscars, you could take comic books seriously, as at real an art that should be rewarded for major awards. Because I always think like when I watch comic book movies, and I think we watch comic books, playing a villain is difficult. I think playing a villain is very, very difficult. Okay? I think playing the Joker is the Joker, you need a great actor to play the Joker. I think a Joker is a very difficult role to play. Okay? Okay? It's just look how like I'll get back on this, obviously. When you watch 1989's Batman, Jack Nicholson's Joker, it's like watching Fly Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. It's such a great movie, right? One of his best movies, right? Shining, Fly Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But that's like, the Joker is like Fly Over the Cuckoo's Nest 180, man. Not 180. Turned up to a whole new level. I think you really need a great actor to play the villains in comic book movies. I really do. Okay? Even the cheesy villains. At times. You look at Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Nobody knew who he was until he became that role. You need that. Okay. Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face / Harvey Dent. I think he was great in that role. I think you really need great villains to play great actors or actresses to play villains. More than the hero role, honestly. But let's get back to this.
Let him direct that. That could be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting, the cast, to see which one of them will actually get a lead role, like be the star of the film,
Versus just like
versus a part of a team or something like that.
Right.
I believe all these actors on this list can lead a movie, like with the right character. It's just that it'd be interesting to see how he shuffles them if they do all come to the DCU.
I still haven't I still haven't become convinced that Palm could lead a movie yet.
Right,
No,
right.
not
I
She's
see.
great as a role
No.
player. Like, I love watching her
Not
as a role
yet.
player. And I'm still not 100% that Batista can lead a film yet.
I think
I think Dave can. There's not the Army of the Dead was not it, but I think Dave can. People like Dave Batista.
I just vision him as Swamp Thing, and I think he'll do fine.
I don't think it'd be no, not a Swamp Thing.
It's that.
So, yeah, I think Bradley Cooper is like a 10% chance.
Yeah.
10% chance. So, obviously, Sean Gunn, because he's already cast, but I think he'll be even more there. I think Chris Pratt is a pretty decent possibility. Dave Bautista is an interesting possibility. Michael Rooker,
Paul Bettany as Red Tornado. I'm kidding. I'm kidding there. You get the joke. If you get the joke, why I said Paul Bettany as Red Tornado.
I think it's a 100% thing that they'll find more places for him in there. Anyway, that's kind of how I see it, guys. Now, some people are saying, John, what about Vin Diesel? I'm not going to. I feel bad saying it. I'm not going to count Vin Diesel as a member of the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy when literally all you had to do is go into a sound booth and say, I am Groot.
He still gets credited though. Still gets credited.
I don't take nothing away from it, but I'm not going to include him in this conversation. So, and I'm a big fan of Vin. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Vin Diesel, but I just don't think he fits into this conversation. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Who would you say are the 2 or 3 most likely, taking Sean Gunn out of it, are the most likely Guardians of the Galaxy cast who you could see popping up in the
How come
DCU?
he did Cyril Poulter? He's part of the Guardians now.
Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below
Warlock.
and let us know your
Thought.
thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for
All right. All right. All right, man. I'll be right back so I can show my avatar to you guys. Again. For some reason, my avatar went away. So I'll be right back. I got to leave and come back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh. Hello. 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 Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hello. 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 There we go. Hello. What the hell was that? I don't know what is William Porter. Let me see what William Porter looks like. Who's William Porter? I don't think so. Okay. Raise my volume? Yeah. All right. Better? 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 Better now? All right, so that's a good list. Let's see. Let me see something. Doesn't let me, for some reason, settings don't let me. All right. All right. All right. For some reason, they don't let me. All right. So, all right. That's a pretty. eh, Honestly, I'm here. I'm here. All right. So, all right. I don't know. That's a crazy list. That's a crazy list. Ideas from Campea. And you know what? Some of them I don't necessarily disagree. I don't necessarily disagree with his list on most of them. Honestly, I really don't necessarily all disagree. Let's see what else he has. Will Porter. Oh, Will Porter. I thought you said William Porter. Oh, you spelled his name wrong. You mean Will Porter? Oh no. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You spelled his name wrong, man. You meant Will Porter. Yeah. No. No. I think he's staying with Marvel. I know what you're talking about. Let's see what else is there. Because I don't want to end this yet. To see anything else that catches my eye from John Campea? John Campea, the camper. You know what? We'll go for a little longer. We found something. If you saw the Deadpool movie, you'll know. If you saw Deadpool Wolverine, you know this will be about Gambit. Okay. Now, will this lead? Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, Red. That's actually pretty good casting, man. That's not a dumb. That's not a dumb idea. That's actually pretty solid. Props, Red. Props, man. That's a good. That's a good. That's a. I can see that. I can see that, man. So, would you like a Channing Tatum Gambit movie?
Break out of the everyday by indulging in something a little less routine. Luscious caramel milk chocolate squares from
Would you
Ghirardelli
like to see a Channing Tatum Gambit?
makes every day a bite better.
In 5 years, she'll be playing for Canada. Let's get started on your 5-year plan.
Okay, so let you know the breakdown. If you saw Deadpool Wolverine, you remember that scene. Yes, Gambit survives that fight. Okay, Gambit survives that fight. So now, apparently, it teases a Gambit's MC return. Okay. So apparently, him surviving teases the MC return, which is possible. Which is possible. I think it could happen since he's alive. Why not? Why not? Secret Wars? Yeah. It's okay, Hunter. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's go what Johnny C says. Now this is 10 minutes, only 10 minutes. Okay. Now, this deleted scene technically is not a deleted. I mean, it is a deleted scene, but if you saw in the after credit scene with Deadpool, where he tells the audience, yeah, it wasn't his fault that he got Chris Evans' Johnny Storm's Human Torch killed. Well, if you see on the monitors, this scene is exactly in there though.
Let's move on to this, shall we? Ryan Reynolds, who is incredibly popular and very active on his social media, has just
you also promote his you also promote Mint Mobile, which is Reynolds' company. He created that you all know. So yeah, no wonder he's a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. He promotes his shit.
posted a deleted scene from Deadpool and Wolverine of Gambit surviving the final events of Deadpool and Wolverine, with him looking up to the sky and you seeing the
So I'm not surprised he survived the scene. I mean, we know Laura Kinney X-23 survived. But once again, the after credits scene, the deleted scenes, or that were not shown in the final product, were in the after credits scenes on the monitors, where Deadpool is trying to convincing the audience it's not his fault. It wasn't his fault. His fault on Chris Evans' Human Torch getting basically skinned, whatever you want to call it, skinned alive by Cassandra Nova, the dead.
glow, and in his eye, the reflection of the sling ring portal.
Dude, he looks like John Cena, man. That looks like John Cena. It doesn't look like Channing Tatum. It looks like John Cena. What's John Cena doing as Gambit? Oh my god, it looks like... You know what? Doesn't that look like John Cena? That looks like John Cena, man. Oh my god. That does not like Channing Tatum. That's John Cena. That's John Cena. Maybe there's
Opening up there. Now, many people, of course, in articles and whatever, have pointed out that
that's John Cena. I'm convinced that's not Channing Tatum, guys. That's really John Cena.
if you look during the end credit scene when Deadpool is going over the Johnny Storm death, on one of the TVA screens is that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I was referring to, the TVA screens. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Campea. That's what I said.
threw that in there. It's still a deleted scene. Make no mistake about it, it's still a deleted scene. And it is definitely not canon, because the TVA screens can show possible futures, possible alternate timelines. It doesn't mean they've happened or will happen or anything like that. So it's definitely not canon, none of that kind of stuff. But
check it out. You really want to party with me? Let me see.
the clip to me felt like it was meant to be another post-credit scene. Because, generally speaking, in Marvel movies, they do two post-credit scenes. One midway through the credits, one at the end of the credits. And Deadpool and Wolverine had one.
Yeah. But if it was important enough, they would have had it. They would not have shown on the monitors and the TVA. They would have showed it as one of the mid or the after credit scenes if it was important enough. If it wasn't important, they wouldn't have it in the back. Okay.
It feels to me like this was meant to be one of those other ones. So I'm not sure whether that was the case and then why they decided to pull it, and yet Ryan Reynolds put it out publicly anyway. And by the way, it's not Ryan Reynolds' clip. That clip belongs to Disney and Marvel, which means Disney and Marvel gave their blessing to put that clip out.
No shit, they gave this blessing. Obviously.
So it was Ryan Reynolds that shared it on social media, but it was really as Disney, Marvel, and Ryan Reynolds put it out there. You know, Channing Tatum has never wavered. Marvel and Ryan Reynolds put it out there.
Why is he always looking at chewing? When he stops to talk, he always looks, when he's about to talk again, he's always looks like he's chewing something, but he's not. Like, why? Me blind didn't notice this. It's like he's always like he's chewing something, but there's nothing there, man. What are you chewing on?
You know, Channing Tatum has never wavered on his enthusiastic and expressed desire that he wants to play Gambit. And he has said things on late night talk shows like, I will kill kittens to still be able to play Gambit. I want to come back. Yeah, I mean, that's serious.
He's a psychopath, man. He's willing to kill kittens to play Gambit. Psychopath. Dedicated, but psychotic.
Man, that's serious. Chris, let me ask you the question.
Oh, put a crit.
Does the very fact that this scene exists and that clearly Marvel and Disney and Ryan Reynolds, they okayed.
Chris is the only one who has guts on the show to say, to counter Campea's bullshit with fact.
Ryan Reynolds taking it and putting it out to the world in the middle of all this discussion about we think Gambit should be given a chance and all that kind of stuff. Is it a stretch for fans to look at that as saying, this is a tease that Channing Tatum may very well be back as Gambit? What do you think? Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Game Time. Minute created EA.
Because he's made no mistake that he wants to have this role, right? Ryan Reynolds has talked about how this was not enough. We were so happy we got to do this, but Channing needs to absolutely have his day in the sun to fully be this character and do it proper.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Have his own film or show up with the X-Men, etc. I feel like it's a really smart move of Disney too. I agree with you. It feels like a post-credit scene, and I think that's what it was. Not a deleted scene, but a post-credit.
Okay. Here's the thing. Like I said this. If it was a post-credit scene, it should not have been on the monitors of the actual post-credit scene. So if it was an important scene, they should have showed it. Not have people look for it on the TV's monitors. Okay? They should have showed it up close. Okay? That's what I think. That's what I believe. They should have showed it up close. Not by us looking closely. Oh, what are those? What to see what is on those screens in the TVA, the monitors? And then if it was important enough, they would have not done that. It would have been zoomed up. It would have been a forefront. It would be first. It'd be on the forefront, right? They would not make a search for it. Make a search for on the Deadpool, the post credit scene with Deadpool, right? And because if you notice, once that end credit, once that got revealed, that when Wild Reynolds and others, Wild Reynolds revealed that Gambit's alive, people came out with that's in the post credit scene, right? It's in the post credit scene on the monitors in the TVA. And that, right? So thinking it's not really important. And I know Marvel likes to do this Easter egg shit, but like, if it was important enough, they would have not done that. They would have featured it in a bigger capacity than making us look through all those monitors to see if something catches our eye.
And it's a smart way to just go, I mean, do you want him to make a name for himself? Do you? And test those waters. Kind of like what we had with giving everybody the, hey, you guys want John Krasinski to be reader?
Make a name for himself. Channing Tatum's already made a name for himself, though. He doesn't need Gambit to make a name for himself. He already it has made a name for himself. Okay? So I think it's fine there. I don't think there's anything to worry about for him for making a name for himself. I think that's fine. And John Krasinski has already made a name for himself, too. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine, guys. Okay. He's not worried about his name. His name is out there. He's fine.
Richards, there you go. Here he is in something. Now that's done. How do you feel about that? Do you want to keep him? Do we want to have somebody else? It feels like they're kind of...
Damn, I knew you're dumb. Did she make you wear a mask too?
doing little teasers or little amuse-bouches of their characters, if you will, to go, is this what you guys want for your Marvel palette? No? Yes? Let us know. And I think it's a very savvy approach to doing things of, hey, we have these actors who are really well suited for these roles and could fit into the universe as we see fit. How do you guys feel about it? And it's a really interesting moment of just kind of audience synergy of here's the story that we're potentially going to tell. Here's what you guys have seen. Here's what you guys are asking for, and seeing if you can make all of those things meld together. I don't think the audience is always right, but I do find it to be an interesting choice to just kind of test those waters. And I'd love to see him come back, especially with maybe a little less Cajun, since everyone is like, that's not how they talk. Come on.
Yeah, I think the accent could have been better.
I would say, like, I've heard people ask, well, I mean, if Disney and Marvel want to tease that it could be coming back, why did they take it out of the movie? Why did they take it out of the movie? Why not leave it in the movie in a post-credit sort of way and all that kind of stuff? Here's what no one's told me this. This is just me speculating, okay? The idea of a revelation that Gambit survived at the end is redundant. The movie itself, Deadpool and Wolverine, already makes the claim that they survived. Remember, after Wolverine and Deadpool...
Yeah, I said that with Lord Kinney. Thank you for repeating what I said. I said that. That's what I've been saying, bro.
Will come out of the basement of the subway. He says to the TVA agent, hey, we had some friends who helped us out here. We wouldn't have made it here without them. Do you think you can maybe help them out? And she goes, I'll see what I can do, right? Mm-hmm. Not one person said we had some friends there.
That's why.
And sure enough, we see in the very end that they at the very minimum went and got Laura.
Yeah.
Because she's at the end dinner.
Excuse me, guys. So we assume Elektra and Blade survived too.
Scene. There's no reason to believe that when Deadpool gave him the request, we have some people who helped us out. They got the short end of the stick. Can we do something? There's no reason to believe that they did not also get Elektra and Blade and Channing Tatum. So my thought would be, well, then why did they pull the scene? I think they pulled the scene because it was redundant. We know, because of what Deadpool said and the fact that we saw Laura, that Blade, Elektra, Laura...
And also, if it was important, they would not do it like that. If it was an important scene, they would have made sure it's important. They would emphasize it. They would make sure. They would emphasize it as a post-credit scene. So it wasn't really important, if you really think about it.
And Gambit were probably pulled out of the void and probably pulled there. So it wasn't really that big of a shock and surprise because that's what's implied in the movie.
Yeah.
It still would have been, and here's the thing. I think they know, since it was already redundant and implied in the movie, that this little clip will get a bigger reaction and pop by releasing it now online than by putting it in midway through the credits.
Yeah, definitely would. That's definitely true. Definitely true. Because a lot of people didn't catch that it was in the it was part of the big post-credit scenes. So yeah, this will definitely get a lot of attention. A lot of people speculating. A lot of Marvel MCU fans. A lot of movie fans. A lot of fans in movies in general, and a lot of people, the Marvel fans, and whether they're hardcore fans, whatever, or casual Marvel fans, it would definitely get them talking and invested. Like, oh my god, are they teasing us? The Gambit's returning? Are they teasing the Gambit movie? Is Channing Tatum coming back as Gambit? Yeah, definitely. That's their attention for sure. That's of course. That's what social media is for in that aspect. Marketing talk, all that. Talk.
Enough, what's happening?
Talk.
It's our lead story today. And by the way, it's our lead story because I went to our audience, I went to our channel members, and I asked, hey guys, and I listed all that, what do you think should be our main lead story today? And by a big margin, everybody said Gambit. So here we are. It clearly had a big impact to them releasing it now.
Yeah.
So I am curious to know your thoughts, Jonathan, as an impartial now third person here. Do you think them releasing this, clearly Reynolds had the...
I want Shadow's thoughts. Give us that Shadow communicate.
blessing of Disney and Marvel. Do you think this is a tease that we're going to get more Channing Tatum as Gambit?
Oh, he about to make a name for himself.
Yeah, that was
Oh my god. What was that? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. No. I. This is what I think. I think. Number one, yes, you're right. It gets it back in the conversation. I think they were like, I don't want to put a ring on it right now and put it in the thing.
They're talking.
Let's drop a few scenes later on. So I think at first they were going to be bold and have an in post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, but what if we don't commit to this? Well, we can just add. Not only is it a deleted scene, but
face still red. Hopefully it's probably a skin condition.
we just have Ryan drop it like a month or so after, and then it's like a maybe.
That's a great point too, because when Ryan and Hugh did that K-pop video, they talked about how, we didn't ask Disney. We just grabbed the suits and we just did this. Like, they don't know we're doing this. So there's already this narrative that Ryan Reynolds is just doing what he wants.
Yeah.
So it does.
But taking footage from a movie is a different thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
But also if you have just your kind of general movie going audience,
Yeah.
who's like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is gunning for him. So I love that. I love that he's campaigning for them. Listen to Ryan, Disney. Kind of adds to that. Definitely put a ring on it.
All
right, guys. Question is for you.
All right. No, nothing to see here. Nothing major. All right, guys. That's fun. That was fun doing the Guardians. Move from Guardians, let's get a ship. Jump ship from Marvel to DC. They like in the movie industry, there's such thing, man. They can work for both companies technically. You can sign with both companies and work with both companies. So, whatever. Yeah, the Gambit stuff is interesting. Short stream, hour and a half. That's probably because Blind is not here, so probably would go on a little longer if Blind was here. Probably be like half an hour longer. For today's stream. So yeah, we're gonna end it here, guys. Thank you. Tomorrow we're gonna have more fun. We're not gonna look at Campea or Grace. We're gonna talk to Batman 2 Part 2 villain talk. Who do you think should be the villains in the Batman Part 2? And I'm gonna ask the audience their suggestions and ideas in the chat too. So Red, if you're still there, Degrassi, Hunter, Street, Sideways, if you're coming, Anthony, if you're coming, and anybody else is coming, they're newer or old. Give me ideas and suggestions for the Batman 2. All right, that's tomorrow. And Friday, I'm not 100% sure yet. Saturday, I'm not sure. Sunday, no stream Sunday night. No stream Sunday night on this channel. But also, I will be making a video. I will be making a video for tomorrow. That you know, okay? A video for tomorrow. That you know, Fantastic Four stuff. And yeah, and next week, Beetlejuice talk. And September is going to be very, very busy. Agathon, Penguin, Beetlejuice, and some other stuff, man. It's going to be very busy the rest of the year, basically. Right? So, yeah, that's for me. So, like, again, tomorrow, Batman Talk. Friday, I'm not sure yet. Saturday, I'm not sure yet. Sunday, no stream. And Monday, obviously, no stream, but we'll go back to Tuesday. All right. Make sure to like, share,